Hey everyone, Josh here with a close-up look at a Star Wars toy. And today we're going to unbox a Mountain Trooper from the Black Series line. And this is a figure that you pick up at the Galaxy's Edge trading post. And before we take him out of the box, let's just do a real quick look at the packaging. And as you guys can see, they of course have the artwork on the front of the Mountain Trooper, and then you can see here they have this little emblem where they're telling you that you buy this figure at the Galaxy's Edge trading post. And I'll be honest with you guys, I bought this figure several years back. I believe it was 2019, so I got this at Disney World, and I'm not totally sure if they still sell them in this version or not. You'd have to look into that yourselves, but that's where I got them from. And as we look at the packaging, you can see it's different. They have, a different color scheme to it. It has in the actual where the figure is, instead of the red card, they have there's a black card back there. And of course you can see they put brown coloring on the side, and there's no numbering for the figure because he was I wouldn't really call it a store exclusive. He was a Disney World exclusive. But of course, also we have the character description on there, and I'll go ahead and read that for you guys real quick. Mountain Trooper. Like all First Order Stormtroopers, specialized units of Batuu Mountain Troopers are trained from birth, growing up with unit designations instead of names, and fed a steady diet of First Order propaganda to ensure absolute loyalty. All right, so that's your description of a Mountain Trooper. And to be honest with you guys, if I'm not aware of this character or this style of trooper appearing in any show or movie, and where you're getting the name Batuu, and I'm be completely honest with you, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Batuu is the planet that you're on if you go to Galaxy's Edge. It's Disney World. So when you're at the Galaxy's Edge, you're supposed to be on Batuu, which is a planet they created, I believe, just for the Disney parks. But as you can see, we get a nice looking blaster rifle here, and we'll take a better look at that in a moment. And then the trooper himself. And we'll pop him out of here really quick. All right. Put that off the side, and you can see these guys look very, very similar to the Shore Troopers in Rogue One. If you're familiar with that movie, that's the packaging popping on me. But you can see it's kind of like a redesign of the Shore Trooper from Rogue One, and the armor's very similar. It's just kind of like the way they redesigned the Stormtrooper armor for the First Order. They just redesigned this a little bit for the First Order and to show up in the parks. But let's real quick, we'll go through his articulation here and see what we got. But just starting with the head, we got full rotation. All right, you got feels like we got 2 points of articulation on the neck. You got it where it's connected to the body and where it's connected to the head as well. And, feels like it's on a ball joint. So you got a lot of articulation choices. And then going from the arm, you see go up about that much with the shoulder. And you can see they got the shoulder pad tucking under the chest plate there when you go up. And then going around, you have full rotation. And then you have rotation at the elbow, up and down at the elbow, rotation at the wrist, and I can see they have up and down on here, but it's not really giving me that movement, and it's just because the hand, the way they put the armor on the forearm here, it's just restricting the movement. And then going down to the body here, you should have minimal side to side. It's kind of just, that's about all you got. A little bit of back and forth. And then going down here to the leg, you should have a forward and a backwards. That's all the back you get. And you can see they have an articulation point up here on the upper leg. You can It's a little stiff, but you can rotate it there. Should have a knee bend, and then an ankle bend and rotation as well. So very good. And then real quick, we'll take a look at his hand sculpts because they are a little different. In his right hand, you can see they have the trigger finger out and then just more of an open fist on the left hand. And very good. And I'm just looking to see what kind of, if any of these or the armor or the belts or anything like that come off. I do not see that. Actually, okay, so then let's real quick look at his blaster rifle, and if we can get it to focus there. And yeah, you can, looks like they were trying to put a little bit of highlighting, a little gray highlighting on one side. Come on now, you can kind of see nothing spectacular, but I'm trying to see if there's any way that this thing interacts with him as far as like connecting to the armor or anything like that, and I do not offhand see anything like that. All right, so let's see how he holds this thing, and see if we can get that finger to line up with the. Ooh. Okay. So he does have a trigger finger, and that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get the trigger finger to actually go into the trigger guard. And it's just riding a little bit low. It doesn't really want to do it, but you can see what they were going for. You want to get the trigger finger, and I'm sure I could fiddle with it for a little bit, maybe use a little tool or something and get it to pop in there, but you can see what they were going for. It's just, no matter which way I bend or twist the gun, it just doesn't want to really go in there. But you can see what the intent was, but he does have a good grip on it. You can see he's holding it, moves the arm, doesn't come out. And real quick here, let's check the other hand. I want to see how that looks. All right, very cool. So there you go. You can see he's got a good grip on it. Not letting go. Very good. But again, we don't have the trigger finger part interacting there, but still looks good. But all right, let's put him back. It'd been cool if they put something like he's got a really good grip on that pistol, or that. If they'd put something where you could strap maybe the rifle to his back or something, that'd have been cool. But I don't know. This is a character, I believe, I could be wrong about this, I believe they created it just for the Disney parks, and there you go. I got that trigger finger to pop in. It was a little bit of twist, and you can see how that looks a lot better, but yeah. Whoops. There we go, yeah. But yeah, this is the Mountain Trooper from the Disney parks, and I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know if you're going to see this character walking around the parks or whatever, but that is where this figure was purchased. But I want to give him the final little test here and see, will this character stand on his own? And yes, he will. Very good. All right. This is the Mountain Trooper from the Galaxy's Edge trading post at Disney World, and of course it's from the Black Series line. And thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the videos, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.